Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I'm the Alka Centrist, and I created this space to add a new perspective about eating an alkaline diet. In my first video, linked below, I talked about how I came up with the term Alka Centric, and you can watch it to get some background on who I am. All right, lovely people, today I want to talk about the American diet and why it's so acidic. So let's get started. When I was sick back in 2022, I had to lean on an alkaline diet because I could not eat solid food, and I began to awaken to the fact that my trifling ways of eating made me sick. Then I began to do research on how our bodies use the nutrients in our foods to fuel itself. And it became clearer to me that what, when, and how I was eating made me sick. The NIH article titled Acidosis, an Old Idea Validated by New Research connected more dots for me. It critiques the American diet as being acid producing. And the article's editor, Joseph Pizzorno, stated that the average diet in the United States is acid producing, with a net endogenous acid production, or a NEAP, of positive 48 milliequivalent. This is the equivalent of 4.9 grams of high content imaging, or HCI, also known as miniaturized three-dimensional cell cultures, being added to our metabolism every day. And from the blog Dietitians on Demand, they define net endogenous acid production as a measure of the difference between a food's acid producing components and its alkaline producing components. So we can infer from the NIH's article that the average American diet tests positive for acid production. I have linked the studies and the article below for your review. So after my GERD went into remission and I was locked into eating cleaner, more wholesome food, I saw a Netflix documentary titled Live to 100: Secrets of the Blue Zones. This further confirmed what I was seeing in research papers. And child, it was a 100-year-old man in Costa Rica that looked 50 and riding a horse that did it for me. It was then that I knew, A, I'm on the right track with my diet, plus I had started exercising too. And B, I want to ride horses into the sunset at the ripe old age of 100. Woo, yes honey, I want that life. Alright, let me get back on message. I saw the connection of the kinds of food the centurions were eating and the level of exercising they did with how healthy and energetic they were. They all were very active and engaged in their communities. That was another aha moment for me when I thought back to how my eating habits helped to reverse my blood pressure and my GERD. So, to sum it up, it's the food that is causing much of the conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes, high cholesterol, and obesity. And often it's not heredity, it's simply habits that have been passed down from generation to generation that produces the health conditions we see. So if a family is using the same recipes and participates in not getting much exercise, then they will all likely have the same diseases. Then think about why your doctor asks you for your family medical history when you have a doctor's appointment. It's not always a mysterious gene that was passed down through heredity, but rather the habits that are passed down, causing some of the same illnesses that plague a family. Just think about what I'm saying for a little while and do some research for yourself and see if what I'm saying rings true for you. Because I'm not a doctor, I'm just sharing my experience with you on how I recovered from severe GERD And I recommend that you consider what I'm sharing and also work with your medical practitioner on your specific health needs. Well, that is all I have for you today. If you want to take my online course, I have linked it in the description box below. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and let me know your thoughts on my content. Until next time, take care.